All right, so we're here with your June market update. Locally and nationally, we're sitting at about a 4.1 month supply. Okay, that means if you stop putting homes on the market, how long will it take all the buyers to scoop them up? About 4.1 months. Now, I've been saying for a good while now, we're headed towards a normalized market. We're basically at a normal market, right? So 6 months of supply is a normal market by definition. However, in an on-demand market, I believe 4 to 6 months is the new normal. And right now, both nationally and locally, we're at 4.1. So if you take that into effect, if you hear people saying, hey, things are moving a little bit more slow or their appreciation isn't going up as much, well, sure, because we're in this normalized market, or at least very close to that normalized market. So yes, compared to years past, if you look at the action, things are taking a little bit longer to sell. It's just going a hair slower, but still very healthy. Things are definitely moving. All right, inventory. Inventory's been up and down a little bit. You know, we've actually had a hair more inventory in the beginning of the spring. Right now it's a little bit low. It's a little bit low in terms of actives because we've actually had a lot of solds and a lot of new pending contracts. So the fact that it's a little bit low right now is okay because we've been getting good, solid action. You can see the charts are really solid on that front. But you do have to look at each price point in terms of knowing, is it fast or is it slow? Again, your lower price point, things are moving fast, multiple offers, bidding wars, etc. Higher price points, things take a little bit longer. But if we look at all the properties in Annapolis in May, we're sitting with an average of 38 days on the market, which really is not that bad. It's a tad more, tad slower than this time last year. However, if we look at the overall year, we're actually right on par with where we were last year, right at 53 days. So again, things are holding pretty steady, and we're still in that 4 months-ish. We're seeing some of that, I think, was a little bit of a pickup where it moved a little faster right now because of the way the interest rates were. If they're at that 4.5 that they anticipated, I think it would be just a hair more, but things are moving really well. So in the last 60 days, you may have noticed that Annapolis has felt to be a little bit more expensive if you're looking to buy a home. Well, the stats actually can show that. You can see right here that the median sold price is up 12.8% higher than this time, was it last year? But don't get too excited. You know, we're not in a bubble. That was just for that month. If we actually look at year over year, we're, you know, a little bit over 2%, okay? 2.4% to be exact. So things haven't gone crazy. We just had this little boom, partially because, again, interest rates and the weather's been good. People out there trying to buy homes. I think it's gonna be a solid year. You know, I know some people talk about the potential bubble and all these other things going on, but realistically, when we look at the GDP that's expected, when we look at the economy, the unemployment numbers, the interest rates, things are moving. The real estate market is very healthy. I think it's gonna be a great 2019. I'm Brendan Spear with Caprika Realty. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.